Hello, this is RHM for RHM Movie Reviews. This is another episode for my movie franchises. Now I'm going to be talking about the live-action movie franchises I own. This is more the other Disney movie franchises that I own. First up, the first four are from the Disney Channel. So, first one is High School Musical. It has a great cast. It was filmed in Utah. If it looks like it's filmed in the desert, I think that's the way Utah looks like. I've never been to Utah, but maybe someday I will. It has as I said, it's a great cast, and only two of the actors going into this franchise were known. Or actually had done stuff for Disney Channel beforehand. Those are the actors who played Sharpay and Ryan. Yes, the brother and sister have done Disney Channel before. The actor who plays Ryan, Lucas Grabeel, had done only Halloween Town High. I think probably in between the High School Musical movies or after High School Musical 2. He did Return to Halloween Town. And Ashley Tisdale, who plays Sharpay, well, she just happened to be on Disney Channel show called Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, starring Cole and Dylan Sprouse when they were kids. And actually, that's sort of a link between High School Musical and Descendants, besides the fact that they have the same director, producer, choreographer, Kenny Ortega, who, if you don't know already, look up his filmography on IMDb. It'll say he's known for being the choreographer for 80s teen movies, like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Dirty Dance. Actually, I don't think Dirty Dancing's a teen movie. It is a movie set in the 60s. It is a really good movie. Of course, after this movie, the rest of the cast got well known. Zac Efron went to do a not so popular updated version of Big called 17 again, where he plays the younger version of Matthew Perry's character. To me, that's a funny movie. He has done other musicals. In another episode, I will talk about a remake he did for... The remake was Hairspray. It was the movie musical version of the... When I get to that, I'll talk about what it was. Corbin Bleu, it went on to do Dancing with the Stars. Same thing with his on-screen love interest, Monique Coleman. They both went on to do Dancing with the Stars. And they both went pretty far. If you watched Monique Coleman this season, you may notice a little thing that happened when she did a running off the part of the stage, the turn, and when her partner caught her. You may notice a little something, but that's for you guys to watch and understand why it happened. The next franchise, because they only had, High School Musical, the first two were on Disney Channel. The third one was big screen. And when it came to the big screen version, it did win an MTV Movie Award for Ashley Tisdale for Best Female Performance. Which I find very interesting why they didn't give, Vanessa Hudgens, who went on to have a singing career, why she didn't get nominated for female performance. It was Ashley Tisdale who got nominated. That I'm surprised about. The next one is Cheetah Girls. Now, three of the actresses who were a part of that in the movie Kimberly Williams, Sabrina Bryan, and Adrienne Bailon, they went on to actually form a group called the Cheetah Girls. Their first album is actually called TSG, which is, you can probably figure out those are the letters. That's an acronym for the Cheetah Girls. Sad but true, Raven-Symoné, because she was off doing another movie called, if I remember correctly, it was College Road Trip with Martin Lawrence as her on-screen dad. Yeah, that's the reason why she was not in the last movie, but Kimberly Williams, I think, yeah, her, Keely Williams, I'm sorry, if you're watching this, Keely Williams, I'm sorry, when I hear Williams, I think Kimberly Williams, you know, Brad Paisley's wife, but I'm sorry, it's Keely Williams. She had done The Housefly, and I know why she got to do the third movie is because her part in The Housefly is not that big. And if you watch that movie, her character is silent for most of the movie. And that is a good movie. I will talk about it in another episode. Another thing about the Cheetah Girls, each movie was filmed in a different location. The first one, I think it was filmed in New York, but some parts may have been shot in LA, or other parts where there are places where New York can be copied. So I'm not really sure where the certain other places of the first movie were filmed. But I know the second movie was definitely filmed in Spain. There's a stretch, I guess there's a street in Spain where there are a ton of street performers where you can't actually film the street performers performing, because they show in the making of Cheetah Girls 2, it actually says no cameras down that street. So for the song Shut, where they had to walk down a street like that, they had to remake that street somewhere else in Spain. That's sad but true. So if you ever do go to Spain, that's a street you cannot take a camera. Well, you can take your phone with you. It's just you can make calls or you can play games on it. It's just you can't film anything or take pictures of anything while you're on that street. I know the third movie was filmed in India. Different parts in India, but if you're an Indiana Jones fan, one of the actors from Indiana Jones 2, which is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, he is in that movie. He may look a little older, a little different, but it is him. I swear to you, it is him. The next movie franchise is Descendants. Now, there has been recent talks on the fact that there may be a fourth movie. I would say if there is, maybe just before you go in, if Disney Channel decides to make a fourth movie, and if the cast is ready for it to do it without Cameron Boyce, I would say, yeah, but do a little short before, if it is a next generation, do a little short on Ben and Mel getting married. And doing just a quick short of Ben and Mel getting married, and that would be fine. Because it would be because I know a lot of fans want to see Ben and Mel get married, and they want to see Hayes walk Mel down the aisle and see everybody there. And it's sad but true, they can't do this next movie or anything from now on with that has to do with Descendants. They have to do it without the late Cameron Boyce. Sad but true, he did pass away last year. They say it was because he had I guess it was an epileptic seizure. So it is sad that he passed away. But besides that, the movies have great casts, especially the fact that they got Kristen Chenoweth as Maleficent. I would say is something else, because I've seen her do movie musicals before. Well, made-for-TV movie musicals, and when I talk about the remakes, I will talk about one of the movie musicals that made-for-TV movie musicals that she's done. And with the second and third movie, it was the third and fourth time Cheyenne MacLaine and Cameron Boyce have worked together. The first two movies they worked together on were grown-ups movies where Adam Sandler and Chris Rock played their on-screen dads, respectively, for each actor. And Melissa De La Cruz, who is a great author. Well, when it comes to Descendants books, yes, she's a great author. I'm sorry, but I like other authors better. She has books that accompany the movies. Like, the way this is supposed to go, it's supposed to be Isle of the Lost, Descendants, Return to the Isle of the Lost, Rise of the Isle of the Lost, Descendants 2, Escape from the Isle of the Lost, and then Descendants 3. Now, hopefully she'll be able to make another book that fills in between Descendants 3 and Descendants 4. If Disney Channel gives the green light for a fourth movie to be made, that means they have to get the director back, they have to get the remaining cast members back. And can I just say, between Mel's parents, I like Hades better. Sorry, Kristen Chenoweth, you playing Maleficent is no offense to you. I think Cheyenne Jackson as Hades is so much better because I love the rock and roll song. But, it's supposed to be, I guess it's supposed to be rock and roll. But it's a really good song for the father and daughter pair. And if there is a fourth movie, I would like to see Kristen Chenoweth and Cheyenne Jackson do a duet together. And see their characters as grandparents. That would be something else. Now, the little thing I want to add, it may just be me, because I like the Descendants movies, I like the 50 Shades of Grey movies. It's just when I watch 50 Shades Darker and 50 Shades Free, in the back of my mind, I am hearing songs from the Descendants soundtrack and Descendants 2 soundtrack, respectively. Now, it is up to you if you want to watch it the way I've watched it, or I tried to watch it, is 50 Shades of Grey, Descendants 2, 50 Shades Darker, Descendants 2, 50 Shades Freed, and then that's up to you. If you guys want, and it would be Descendants 3, that's up to you if you want to watch like that, but that's the way I watched it once, so it's just a suggestion. If you want to watch it that way, you can watch it that way. Alright, next one, and I know it only has 2 movies, but please, zombies, please let there be a Zombies 3 soon. Because people at Disney Channel, I know you didn't mean for this Zombies 2 to end in a cliffhanger, but please let there be a Zombies 3. So, please make the announcement of their possibility of being Zombies 3. That way you can explain why Addison's hair glowed blue at the end of 2. I'm sorry, for those who haven't seen Zombies 2, that's a little spoiler of what you'll see. I want to know, if there is a Zombies 3, I want their explanation behind as in why she has the white hair. that would be really helpful to understand why she has white hair. Alright, next one is pretty well known Disney movie franchise because it is based off a Disneyland, Disney World ride known as Pirates of the Caribbean. Now this has a great cast for each of the 5, I do mean 5 movies. Of course, only, I think it was 3 of the actors from the first 3 movies ended up in the 4th movie because, well, that's the part I'm not understanding why it was, but I know it's the fact that I can only guess that Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley only signed up for 3, but they ended up doing 4. But they're in the 5th movie, they're barely in the movie, really. And Johnny Depp is the only one in the entire cast to actually win MTV Movie Awards for the franchise. Well, it's for the first 3 movies, but still, it's for the entire franchise. He's the only one to win. He won, if I remember correctly, it was first Best Male Performance, then was Best Performance, and then for number 3, he won Comedic Performance, and I still love his acceptance speech saying he doesn't think he's funny. I think with a lot of actors who aren't comedians, when they accept an award like that, they don't necessarily think they're funny, but they sure do know that their fans, when they do certain kinds of roles, think they're funny. And Johnny Depp, if you're watching, believe you me, you are hilarious in all the movies as Captain Jack Sparrow. Besides that, is a great franchise. And you know, at least the first 3 movies are on Disney Plus. For all these movie franchises, all the movies are on Disney Plus except for Pirates of the Caribbean. There are 2 missing for Pirates of the Caribbean. They're supposed to be putting the 5th one up on Disney Plus soon. The only reason you won't see number 4 there is because another streaming service has it right now. And until that contract for the 4th Pirates of the Caribbean with that other streaming service is up, it'll stay there. You won't see it on Disney Plus until that contract is up with the other streaming service. The last movie franchise I will be talking about is Night at the Museum. Alright, so this first one was the film debut of Rami Malek, who plays, I don't think he's a pharaoh per se, but his character is interesting. He is an Egyptian prince. And of course the rest of the cast is interesting. It has a great cast for the other 2 movies as well. Of course, I know a lot of people know Rami Malek went on to do the last Twilight movie, which is Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2. But he also went on to win an Oscar for playing Freddie Mercury in the Queen biopic Bohemian Rhapsody, which I do love. I think he deserved that Oscar. Sad but true, the last movie in this franchise, which is Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb. It was the last movie for the late Robin Williams and late Mickey Rooney. I think Mickey Rooney probably died at the beginning of post-production, so they could really put the dedication to him right at the beginning. But the sad thing is, Robin Williams passed away just before the movie came out. So obviously they had to do a quick add-in to dedicate the movie also to him. So, and that is it for now. In the next one, I will be talking about a few other movie franchises. Okay. Then this is RHM for RHM Movie Reviews, signing off.